What is going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, the news just doesn't stop when it comes to the Kada Scott case. And more information has come out. Now, yesterday we reported that they said they knew the cause of death for Kada Scott. Now, looking at the different news outlets, they were never telling you how she died. They just said it was ruled as a homicide. Well, information has come out. I seen this last night, and a lot of the news that you've seen was recycled. So now you're just hearing it within the last hour or so. Kada Scott was killed by gunfire, and she was shot in the head. And the thing that's upsetting about the whole situation, now they're saying that the suspected killer that they're going to slap murder charges on now, 21-year-old Keon King, this guy had not one accomplice, but two. Take a look. This is what they're talking about within the last hour.
Less than an hour ago, the Philadelphia Health Department announced that Kada Scott died of a gunshot wound to the head. While we know how she died, there's still so many questions about why she was killed.
NBC 10's Lily Zhang live for us in East Germantown with details and a closer look at what court documents show about her final hours alive. Zizi, Lily.
Hey there, good morning to you guys. The cause of death was revealed after investigators had talked a little bit about the evidence that they've collected so far. So we're talking about phone activity, cell phone activity, surveillance video, all kind of detailing what we know so far about this case. You can see behind us there is a growing memorial for Kada Scott. Now, we spoke with some members of the community a little earlier. They say the evidence revealed so far has raised concerns, and so many people in the community already had a lot of questions about safety.
Looking, I don't know if you can pan over there, but you'll see how dark it is. There's no monitoring. You just found a body over here, so why don't you have this entire place illuminated and have it monitored?
Some of the only light Thursday morning came from this memorial outside Ada Lewis Middle. It's in memory of Kada Scott. The 23-year-old woman's remains were found near the Vacant Middle School Saturday, 2 weeks after she disappeared. The ME confirmed Thursday she was shot in the head.
You have all of these areas that should be cleaned up, should have 24-hour surveillance, and they're not. And my question to elected city officials is, what are you doing to ensure the safety of all residents, not just when something like this happens?
James Bronner grew up in the area and has been following this case. Scott disappeared from her senior living facility job in Chestnut Hill on October 4th. It's the same day court documents revealed 12 calls were made between Scott and Keon King, the man now charged with murder. Text messages include one from Scott reading "Kidnap me again," with King allegedly replying "Better be up too." It's followed up by Scott telling him to call her when he arrived. According to court documents, Scott's co-worker told detectives she was upset that night and said over the phone, "I can't believe you're calling me about this." This was before she allegedly walked towards a car parked outside of their job just before 10:15. Scott's phone went dead 9 minutes later.
Recovering Kada's body was not the outcome we had hoped for, but we are grateful that we were able to bring her home.
Police Commissioner Kevin Bethel addressed the case last night at a safety town hall, vowing to hold anyone involved accountable. On the night of Scott's disappearance, investigators say surveillance video shows King getting out of a stolen black Hyundai at a rec center near Ada Lewis, not long after Scott's phone died. He leaves it there, coming back the next night with someone else, this time in a gold Camry, which has since been towed by police. The two seem to remove something heavy from the Hyundai towards where Scott's remains were found. Then, on the morning of October 7th, King goes back to the Hyundai, allegedly driving off with it. It was later set on fire. As Scott's family mourns, community members say they are with them, hoping justice is served.
This unfortunate, tragic situation, I believe, could have been avoided.
Now, the Office of King's Attorney says they are not commenting at this time. We also did reach out to the city earlier this morning to see if they plan to hold any more town halls to address some of the concerns like the one you heard from in this report. We will keep you posted as soon as we hear back from them. For now, reporting live in East Germantown, Lily Zhang, NBC 10 News.
Room with the latest and this new timeline. Brandon, good morning. That's right, Janelle. Good morning. We're still working to find out how Kada Scott was killed and when Keon King, the man accused of killing her, will be arraigned on this new charge. Meanwhile, Police Commissioner Kevin Bethel made a promise to Scott's family, friends, and residents during a community meeting about safety.
We will not stop, ladies and gentlemen, till everyone who was responsible for her death is brought to bear.
As that search continues, newly released court records reveal on October 4th, Kada Scott received a dozen calls from Keon King as she was arriving to work. Those records say Scott texted King, quote, "Kidnap me again," and King replied, quote, "Better be up to," followed by plans to meet later that night. It's important to note we don't know the context of these messages. At the same time, court documents say a co-worker overheard an upset Scott on the phone saying, quote, "I can't believe you're calling me about this expletive." Court records show the last text between Scott and King said, "CM when you hear," or "Call me when you're here" at 10:09 p.m. Scott's seen leaving work a short time later. Cell phone data shows Scott and King arriving together at Aubrey Rec Center's parking lot next to the vacant Ada H.H. Lewis Middle School. Soon after, court documents reveal Scott's cell phone stopped transmitting a signal at 10:24 p.m. Sources tell CBS News Philadelphia they believe Scott was killed 20 minutes after she left work. Court documents show King had help. On October 5th, court records reveal a surveillance camera captured King and two other people in a rec center parking lot next to the middle school. Two are seen moving what court papers describe as a heavy object consistent with a human body. Records say they then went to an area where Scott's body was eventually found. Investigators say the car King used to pick up Scott was set on fire on October 7th.
We continue to pursue anyone who helped, who concealed, who participated in this act.
King remains in jail. Again, we're working to find out when he'll be back in court to be arraigned on that murder charge. We reached out to King's attorney, but we have yet to hear back. Janelle.
All right. Thank you for that update, Brandon. And the tragic death of Kada Scott is now drawing attention to public safety and vacant properties in the city, including this vacant school where her body was found nearby. Dozens packed a community town hall last night in Germantown, blocks away from the Ada Lewis Middle School. Top city leaders, including the mayor, the police commissioner, who we heard from in Brandon's piece, and the school district of Philadelphia Superintendent Tony Watlington, were there to address residents' concerns.
I want you to know that we've directed our team to check every one of our vacant properties.
Knock it down, leave it as a park. Trees. Get rid of all this freaking junky cars they keep bringing around here. Get them out of here.
CBS News Philadelphia saw district crews cleaning the vacant Fairhill Elementary School in North Philadelphia yesterday. The school is one of 20 vacant school properties within the district.
That's the latest as of now. We got word yesterday her death was ruled a homicide, and today disturbing news that this young lady pictured up here had the rest of her life ahead of her, shot in the head by this guy, 21-year-old boogeyman, Keon King. What's worse than that? What's worse than that is shooting a woman in the face and then having two idiots to help you get rid of the mess you made. What you think about it? You don't think American society is desensitized to violence and gore? You don't think we have real problems in this country? We don't have a gun problem, we have a violence problem. People are used to it. It's normal. There's no such thing, ladies and gentlemen, as a safe space in America anymore. They said the place didn't have no lights around it. Pitch black darkness. They back there moving around like demons, just moving in the night like ghosts. Said it was two accomplices. I honestly believe at least one of them is a girl. And I think one of those two accomplices are one of the people that's giving the tips. I'm more than sure. Bank on it. Either way, man, this is an upsetting situation. Here this girl's a woman. Now, I don't know. Then they had some type of relationship. Might not have been physical, but they had some type of relationship. Because they said, witnesses said that they could hear her talking to him and saying, hey, you want to bring up that shit now? Or you want to talk to me, argue with me about that shit? A man pick a girl up, whether he took her on her own, admissions of going with him or not and killed her minutes after. That's a certain type of anger. A dude like this does that one of two things. I'm thinking either something was done where he either lost money or it was something where she messed up the situation with him wanting to do something. And the argument was that. Hell, for all we know, remember, she went on a date before she got off the date at 9 and then went home, got dressed with another person and then left out. Hell, it could have been that. He could have been jealous of that. But we don't know. But I mean, honestly, in my opinion, looking at this, because a lot of people are, you know, tearing this girl down about the fact that she went on a date before she went. So what? So what? We don't know if she was involved with this guy. Looking at her and then looking at him, I don't know. But then again, wilder matches have been made. You don't know what brings two people together. But one thing is, the end result with these two was death. They talking about the part where she said, kidnap me. Now I'm going to say something real fast. When she said, kidnap me again. I don't know what that means. And I'm just saying, in my opinion, guys, I don't think that was meant. That's why they're saying we don't know what that means, because I don't think that was meant in a negative way. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Somebody come get you from your job, or they come grab you, like, yo, I'm gonna come scoop you, or I'm gonna come, you know, how we talk up east, and then, you know, somebody be like, oh, you gonna come kidnap me, and, you know, it could mean anything. But I do know this guy's locked up. There are two other accomplices. You can bet $1 to donuts that they are in his ear. Hey, we got the body. You're already charged with all of this stuff. You might as well tell us who it is. Who these other people were that helped you. If not, you're going to take the downfall. You really think, you know, they're going to let him scare him for so long that he not going to say nothing? You don't think they're going to offer him a deal for him to tell on the other people? You already seen the chief of police guy. We're going to get everybody. I mean, everybody that's associated with it. Let's see if they talk. I dropped my mic. That's cute to get off of here. Anyway, I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm more than sure. I'm going to say this before it's known, because we don't know. I think one or both of the accomplices may be women. At least one of them's a woman. And I think one of the people that was there is that tipster. And that's why they hush and they trying to find out who this person was. I'm going to tell you something. This guy's already know he in hot water. So he's sitting there and trying to endure the heat up. But the other two people, we'll see if they ain't willing to talk. Hell, one of them already said something. So we'll see. Stay tuned for updates. See you in the next video. Take care.